speaker this evening is Nozuko, and Nancy is going to give us the evaluation information for Nozuko's speech. Nancy.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Nozuko will be the next speaker. Her title is The Upside and Downside of My Communication Style. And the purpose of the speech is where this project, the member has to learn about different communication style and identify her primary style. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of her style to all of us. Over to you, Nozuko.
Please help me welcome Nozuko Twala, the upside and downside of my communication style. The upside and downside of my communication style, Nozuko.
Just for tonight, since it's a Blue Monday for some people, that would be nice. However, I would like to know, for this month only, March, which is not even in the middle yet, how many times have you walked away from a conversation and felt that, oops, what I said is not what I intended? Just this month, I was listening to a podcast with the communication expert. I'm sure you all know him, Jefferson Fisher. And in the conversation, he was mentioned a statement saying that communication will always have upside and the downside. I thought to myself, coming from an expert in communication, you're not helping me with my speech today. However, that statement made me to pause and reflect on my own communication style. When does it work? And when does it not work? Madam Toastmaster, I will be sharing 3 things on my speech. And I'll be starting with, on my communication style, what works well, followed by what does not work well, and to share lessons from it. As part of this communication, I had to visualize the first time I joined Toastmasters and to think about, why did I join Toastmasters? This speech fits, this project fits why I joined Toastmasters. And I went on the website, got one of the quotes. The first quote is on the mission of Toastmasters International. Toastmasters empowers individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. Our own club is called Vital Communicators. There's another quote that says, your Toastmaster Club is a laboratory in which to try experimentation in better communication. And this experimentation happens here. How many times have you prepared a speech? And just before you have your speech, you feel like, I'm not ready. And the only thing that one will depend on is how they navigate their communication style, to not give up on their project. Or how many times you are called up here, this is the experimentation, for an impromptu, and it's a topic that we are so familiar with, and we just breeze through, and it becomes an upside for you. Or you are given a role, and you've worked on the cheat sheet for the role. But something happens. For some reason, something happens. And things just don't fall into place. I realized as I was working on this project that I work in a professional environment, and I'm required to analyze and to solve problems. And listening becomes the most important communication tool for me. Because when people feel heard about their problems and how I can solve them, conversations become calmer and more productive. Therefore, one of my strengths in communication, as part of my communication style, is that I tend to listen carefully before speaking. And Toastmasters has been assisting me in that journey, so that I can fully understand the context before speaking. But every strength has another side. In the process, I realized that what downside is that I over-explain myself. Have you ever done that? Have you ever made a topic or a conversation or a point, made it over and again and again, and then maybe you think, just one more time? And the more you explain, the less confident your message can sound. So another challenge is that I have conversations that I feel the need to close every silence. But silence, I'm realizing, is not a problem. Silence can actually give our words place to land. And the last reflection, as I'm learning, is that I'm learning to pause before speaking. I'm learning to use fewer but clearer words. Because when communication is simple, the message becomes stronger. And perhaps most importantly, I'm learning that communication is not about speaking, it's about connection. In my conclusion, Madam Toastmaster, I'm understanding that communication style is not about judging ourselves. It's about becoming more aware of how our words affect others. Because sometimes the most powerful communication is not the number of words we say, but the clarity and connection they create. Therefore, my reflection taught me that communication has upside and downside. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Nozuko. You have given us food for thought. You made me see delivering a speech in a completely different light from how I've ever thought about it. So thank you for that. Our